Well, long time no see. Wish earnings report. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Wish. They reported earnings yesterday and have not talked about this stock in a while. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing and smashing that like button since it really helps me and the channel out. Even though many believe I have not posted a video about this stock because I sold or because I don't care I lost money in this stock, it is not true. I have not posted a video because there was nothing new to talk about. Then last month they announced a new CEO and I was waiting for them to report earnings in order to post a video and talk about that in this video. So let's start with the most expected video from the people that follow me here in this channel, or at least from the haters of the channel. I do have to say that for the sake of transparency, as always, I'm down 86% in my position. But after the gains I have from covered calls, I am actually down 67%. I have always said it and shown it on this channel. I have never hid it from you guys, not sold anything without telling you guys. I have been selling covered calls since I started investing, and I made some nice gains at the beginning that have helped me balance that big loss. I've gotten some pretty strong comments in these videos wishing me bad things, that I lose all my money and way more things. And I think that those comments came from people who invested blindly, looking to make a quick money no matter what and without analyzing or doing their own research on anything. That was one of the reasons that made me stop posting videos about Wish unless new and interesting news came out, like the new CEO or their earnings, and stop updating you guys on my position so often. With all that said, let's start with their earnings and what they have improved as a company. To start, Wish appointed Viraj Talwar as CEO. Is an experienced retail, e-commerce, and consumer brand executive who has led significant detail and operational transformation within both established and rapidly growing multinational enterprises. In his most recent role as CEO of Foot Locker's Europe, Middle East, and Asia business, he was credited with building strong customer-focused omni-channel retail business and increasing sales, profitability, and market share. Previously, as president of Foot Locker Detail, he successfully repositioned the business as the fastest growing and most profitable segment within Foot Locker's portfolio. Which obviously all this sounds very nice, as it is mainly what Wish needs to improve their brand and be able to see growth once again, but in a more intelligent way and better managed. Now, he mentioned that Wish has all the ingredients to be a true leader in the e-commerce space, a great product, an engaging and entertainment-driven social platform, a strong user base, and a world-class team that is highly motivated to deliver on the turnaround plan. Contest Logic also announced on February 2nd a new way for merchants which, in order to improve their product quality, they converted the platform into an invite-only platform for new merchants, which in my opinion it is something they should have done months or years ago. It is not a secret that there are scammers in the e-commerce industry, such as Wish or even with Alibaba, for example. Even I got scammed by an Alibaba merchant when I started with dropshipping back in 2019, so I know how it feels. I now know of many of you that have not had a good experience with Wish as well. Now, new merchants will have to basically participate in a multi-step qualification process in order to start selling on the Wish app. In my opinion, it is a good sign at the moment. Something they should have done and something I should have taken into consideration when I started investing in this company. When I started investing, I had used their app 2 or 3 times to buy and never had a bad experience with them. Thank God. But after I started posting videos about the company was then when I started learning more about you guys and your experience with this platform, which is what taught me to include this on my research checklist when I started doing research on a new company, to always read reviews about the company, read product, and even check reviews from workers about their working environment in some pages, and even more. But let's start with the earnings, and then I'll give you guys my opinion on all this and what I'm planning to do with this company and my position. First of all, they reported a revenue of $289 million, which is a decrease of 64% year over year, missing analyst expectations as they were expecting $309 million, and reported a net loss of $58 million, or loss per share of 9 cents, beating analyst expectations. Even though they their revenue decreased a lot year over year, we can definitely see how their expenses have as well, and their net income improved a lot year over year. We can basically see that they basically cut their sales and marketing expenses by 84%, which in my opinion is nice, as they were burning a lot of cash in marketing, which I was worried about. Obviously, that affected their growth massively, as we can see, and also their MAUs, or monthly active users, as they dropped from 104 million to 44 million. On a yearly basis, they reported $2.08 billion in revenue, while analysts were expecting 2.1 billion. So they did miss, but not by much, and reported a net loss of $361 million, which again, we can see how their expenses decreased. I do have to say that Jackie Reese's did hint Q4 was going to be bad. Also, at least they cut expenses significantly, and they seem to have a plan to cut additional expenses during 2022 and are really trying to turn positive. We still have to wait and see, as this is not a quick improvement, and drastic improvements were needed for this company to see growth again. Something I look at in companies is them understanding which problems they have and what their plan is to solve them. Their three main problems and priority to fix this year are: 1, improve user experience with their wish clips and shoppable videos, for example. Number 2, deepen merchant relations, with the implementation of Wish standards, which is what I mentioned at the beginning, enforcement of content policies, and constantly enhancing logistics. Last but not least, 3, achieve organizational efficiency by workforce reduction of approximately 15% or 190 positions globally, and exit marketplace operations for buyers in 79 countries as well, and be able to focus in the other 61 markets. So basically, they beat EPS, missed on revenue, have over $1 billion in cash, cost reduction started, which means getting closer to profitability. MAUs, monthly active users, are organic and sustained, which is important to see future growth. They are looking to improve product quality of merchants, and fast shopping. Obviously, the Wish of today is not the same Wish company when I started investing. They are making changes for the best of the company. They are looking to improve, which obviously it is something that should have been done way before and long time ago, and avoid all this current situation. I am down big on my position, as I said, and I said I would wait until their new CEO was announced and until the second half of 2022, which is when they said they would see growth again. Selling now might not make sense for me, as I already lost almost everything, and now I'm seeing how they have improved a little bit at least. I do have to say that it will take years to recover, in my opinion, which is something to take into consideration if you are down at this moment. I don't see this stock recovering the next 2 years, as it would have to go up over 700%, and we need to be realistic and understand that that is not easy for any stock. Even if they improve and end up being profitable this year, which I don't believe they will be profitable this year, but let's say that they are able, I don't see the stock going up that much, because it is impossible for that to happen. About a week ago, I was in an interview talking about this investment, and I was told to think about that, to think how long it will take to recover, and if it was worth holding this stock instead of selling and investing that money into another company. That would have been something to think about maybe when I was down 50% and not 86%, or 67% after cover calls. But to be honest, what I have left in that position is still a good amount of money, but will take me years to recover the loss if I invest in another company, or if I leave it in Wish. I said that I would wait until the second half of this year, and I'm seeing how they are improving little by little. We were expecting bad results from Q4, as Jackie already told us before, so it did not surprise me much. And they already told us that the next months will be tough as well. I was more focused on learning more about what their plan is to improve and what they have done so far. I do not regret investing in this company. What I regret was investing a lot of money into it. I never regret investing into any company, as I do my own research and will learn from these experiences, but I do have to say that this is a perfect example of why you should do your own research before investing and never follow anyone, as we all go through this at least once. and it helps me become a better investor in the long term. The good thing is that my portfolio is balanced and diversified, and I can say that this loss obviously affected me as I had a lot of money in this company and my portfolio, but I have other solid investments balancing out. As remember, it is not the only company I have in my portfolio, but that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue tracking this company and wait for the second half of 2022, as they said, and I will start selling covered calls once again when the stock goes up, as my average cost is 13.11% after covered calls gains, but if it does not go up, I will not be able to sell covered calls at the moment. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you and see you next time.